Shabbat Shalom and welcome. And welcome to the people watching at home. Hi there. We will begin with the singing of Yedid Nefesh. You can find the text and follow along, if you care to, on page 636. Yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai, yada dai 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 dai. Yedid nefesh av harachaman b'shochav necha el ritzonecha yarutz avdecha kemo hayal yishtachave el munhadarecha ye'erav lo yedidutecha menofetzu v'chol ta'am. With me. Yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai dai dai. Yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai. Turn to page 120 for the lighting of the candles. Amen.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you. Okay. If you're able to, please rise for Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinkiranu zikaron lemaaseh v'reishit Ki hu yom nechila lemigrai kodesh zecher etziad Mitzrayim kivanu varchata v'yatanu kidashta mikol hamin Shabbat kodshecha Yahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh hashabbat. Amen. L'chaim. May be seated. I was going to tell you to sit down, but you're already doing that. That's great. Okay, please join me now for the singing of L'chuna Ranana on page 130. And this is an audience participation thing. I sing a phrase, and you repeat it back to me. All right. Lechun ranena Ladonai Naria Litzu Yeshenu Nekad Mafanav Bitoda Bismirot Nariarot. I got this. Ki El Gadol Adonai Umelech Gadol Al Kol Elohim Nechun Ranena Ladonai Naria Letzur Yishenu. Okay, and now we are going to do Lecha Dodi. I will be singing verses 1, 5, and 9. I'm sure everybody knows the drill here, but just in case you don't, when we reach verse 9, Bo'e V'Shalom, we stand and we face the rear of the sanctuary, symbolically greeting the Sabbath bride. And when we're done with that, we symbolically greet each other. Lecha Dodi. Ay, 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 Lecha Dodi. Ay, 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 Lekrat Kara. Ay, 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 Penei Shabbat. Nikabela, ay, 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 Lecha Dodi, ay, 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 Lekrat Kara, ay, 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 Penei Shabbat, Nikabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Yishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, L'shem multiferet v'litila, ay, 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 Lecha Dodi, ay, 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 Lekrat Kara, ay, 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 Penei Shabbat, Nekabela, ay, 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 Lecha Dodi, ay, 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 Lekrat Kara, ay, 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 Penei Shabbat, Nekabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, Kuva ore, uri, uri, shidaberi, Kavod Adonai, alayech nigla, ay, 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 Lecha Dodi, ay, 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 Lekrat Kara, ay, 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 Penei Shabbat, Nekabela, ay, 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 Lecha Dodi, ay, 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 Lekrat Kara, ay, 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 Penei Shabbat, Nekabela. Bo'e V'Shalom Atzelet Ba'ala, Gam B'Simcha U'B'Sola, Toch Emunei Am Segula, Bo'e Chala, ay, 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 Lecha Dodi, ay, 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 Penei Echad, ay, 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 Penei Shabbat, Nikabela, Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 לך אדוני. ay, 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 לקראת קרה. ay, 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 בני שבת, נקבלה. Shabbat shalom. Do you eat something now? No, I'm just going to announce we turned. Okay, yeah, very good. Okay. We'll remain standing. We will remain standing for Hatzi Kaddish on page 263. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'bi'al leman divrachu yutei, v'yamlich machutei, b'chayechon u'b'yemechon, u'v'chayei l'kol beit Yisrael, Bagala, bagala, uvizman karim, veimeru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mivarach, ve'alam ulalmei almaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, ve'yishtabach, ve'yitbar, ve'yitramam, ve'yitnasei, ve'yithadach, V'yitalei, v'yitalal, shmei lekudisha, brichu, le'ela, min kol bechata, v'shirata, tushbechata, kamekmata, damiran mi'alema, ve'imeru, amen. Baruch et Adonai, Hamevorach, Baruch Adonai, Hamevorach, Leolam Vayed. On page 265, at the bottom, Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures. Though all things pass, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you, and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai, Amariv Atavim. 266. On page 266, we read responsively in the middle. In each age, we receive and transmit Torah. In each moment, we are addressed by the world.
In each age, we are challenged by our ancient teaching. At each moment, we stand face to face with truth.
In each age, we add our wisdom to that which has gone before. At each moment, the knowing heart is filled with wonder. In each
age, the children of Torah become its builders and seek to on the foundation of truth.
Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Please be seated. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha v'hayu hadevarim ha'ele asher anochi mizasecha hayom al levavecha ושיננתם לבניך בדיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, וברכתך בדרך, וקשותך וקומך, יקשתם רעות על ידיך, והיו התותפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם מאוד על ידיך, ובדבריך, למען תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אמת.
In the middle of page 269, responsively, we worship the power that unites the universe, a power and a promise of harmony for all. Yet, when this eludes our grasp, is imperfection and evil. Before our eyes there is a vision of perfection, order, and goodness. Before yet there is enough to exalt the soul. When will redemption come? We grant everyone. Long ago, we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע הים לפני משה ומרים, זה לי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך, לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלות יגזר חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
On page 271, give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. You are true protection and safety. In your presence we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth and prepare us as we return. Spread over your shelter of peace, over all love, over our Jerusalem and yours.
Please join me for the singing of Vishamru. You'll find the text on page 272. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם. Everybody sing. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום בשביעי שבת וינפש, ושם בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We rise for tefillah.
Adonai sifatai tiftak, ufi yagid tehillatcha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hamara, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Kodei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'Neihem, V'Man Shemo V'Ahava, Melech Ozer Mashiach. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Yitzhak Sarah. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, בחייך כל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, בחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה והחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני בחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל ים יהללו חסרה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
On page 277, you set aside the seventh day for your name, the pinnacle of creation. And you blessed it above all other days, more sacred than all festival times. So it is written in your Torah, the heaven and the earth were finished in all their array. On the seventh day, God had completed the work that had been done, ceasing then on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, and ceased from all the creative work that God had chosen to do. On page 278, may these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may we all live in such a way to fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh hashabbat.
You may be seated. We're about to sing Shalom Rav on page 279. I'd like to mention that the setting I'll be singing is by the great Canadian composer Ben Steinberg, who just died this past January. He was a friend and a mentor, and I'm doing what I can to keep his legacy alive. So, Shalom Rav by Ben Steinberg. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol ha'shalom. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol ha'shalom. V'tov beinenecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol etucha sha'al bishlomecha. Baruch atah Adonai hamberech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We have a silent meditation.
Notice one thing, that every year this lectern, or whatever you want to call it, seems to get further and further away when I try to stand up in front of it, see what I got to see. In any case, Shoftim is the only parsha that has a biblical book named after it. For after Deuteronomy comes Judges. Now, some might say, this is not an exciting parsha. There are no talking donkeys, burning bushes, or a revelation of significance. Just a lot of legal stuff. Keeps the lawyers happy and interested. But such an important parsha because it sets forth the standards that we as a community and as individuals must follow in our daily lives. Moses, in one of his orations, tells the people to appoint judges. Men who are impartial, will not accept bribes or favors, saying, justice, 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 you shall pursue, so that you may thrive and occupy the land that God has given to you. Take care of it. In essence, he said, God gave you a home, a homeland. Use it wisely. Several commentators have asked why the word tzedek, or justice, is repeated 3 times. Modern rabbis, Modern rabbis have said that this repetition underscores the importance of justice in society. Rabbi Judah Hanavi, an author of the Mishnah, going back a long time, provides a description of the courts and the type of cases. Each city was to have its own Beit Din, composed of, say, 3 to 7 justices. A larger city like Jerusalem, there would be a smaller Sanhedrin to deal with civil cases, and a larger Sanhedrin, sort of a Supreme Court dealing with exceptional matters, and those sent to it by the lower courts. In a practical sense, criminal and capital cases were decided by the Great Sanhedrin, and the local Beit Din decided civil and property matters. But more important is the fact that Parsha Shoftim sets out all the legal codes and laws that govern most areas of life in the Holy Land at that time. In Parsha Mator Maseh a few weeks ago, we read of 6 cities of refuge, designated as safe places of respite for those who unwittingly or accidentally cause someone's death. Says Rabbi Shana Leon, these cities literally, if not symbolically, offered a place of cooling and reflection, cooling down and reflection, if you will, something we could all probably use right now, today. During the 1980s, cities of refuge sprung up in the US, Canada, and the United Kingdom. They offer sanctuary for illegal immigrants, reducing their fear of
deportation, family breakup, and anxiety in general, making sure that they would feel comfortable in seeking health care, reporting crimes, utilizing social services, and above all, enrolling their kids in school. As for us, we only today began the month of Elul, a time of reflection and contemplation, a time of preparation for the days of awe. As the late Jonathan Sachs said in reflecting about the Lubavitcher rabbi's writings, he describes Elul as our place for spiritual refuge. The holidays, like sanctuary cities, symbolically and perhaps literally, offer us our own emotional city of contemplation and refuge. A time for cooling, time for contemplation, that in these troubled times we need so desperately. May we all find relief from the stresses that we seem to be dealing with today. Kein Yiti Ratzon. May it be God's will. Amen. We continue now on page 371, Mishabach. I read the following names, the blessing for healing. Jerry Goldner, Nancy Hanley, Pat Ryan, Marlo Wiggins, Stanley Tereski, Sandy Warshaw, Paul Wiggins, Evelyn Silberg, Dick Stone, Hannah Stampleman, Enid Elton, Andy Rosenthal, Dan Zimmerman, Joseph Spinelli, Jody Kahn, Samuel Phillip, Ariel Eden, Ian Spear, Joanne Tobin, Abby Zatoun, Robert Scher, Renee Leopold, Joel Brill, Brad Dembski, Barry Feener, Gabriel Morse, Jeffrey Amdor, Eliahu Ben Reyna, Kristen Harris, Irv Cohen, June Foreman, Louise Elton, Millie Marmer, Abby Katz, Alessandra Day, Susan Frankel, Jack Blumenfrick, and Marion Froelich. Anyone else like to add a name to the list? Please whisper it or speak it aloud.
And with their names and thoughts, we Mishaberach Avoteinu, Avraham, Yitzhak, veYaakov. Mishaberach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, veRachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May the pain and loneliness we're feeling be diminished by the power of your love. Mishaberach Avoteinu, Avraham, Yitzhak, veYaakov. Mishaberach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, veRachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well.
Let us rise for Elena on page 576. I invite my grandson, Charlie Steinman, to attend the ark.
Ark isn't open yet. Okay, take two. עלינו לשבח אדון הכל, לתת כדור על יוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שמנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטל שמיים ויוצר הארץ, ומשה בשרו ישמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומי. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, כתוב בתורתו, וידעת הים והשבות אל לבביך. כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. You may be seated.
We come now to our memorial prayers. We remember J. Stanley Green, father of Martha Friedland, Charles Green, Debbie Moskowitz, Larry Green, grandfather of 7, predeceased by his wife Ruth. Also Judy Gervin, wife of Robert, mother of Bob, Lee, and Alex, grandmother of 2. And with very great love, we remember that those who died at this time in past years: Samuel Burden, Ruth Ralston, Irving Bernstein, Pamela Rothman, Richard Trent, Robert Sigda, Asna Androphy, Michael Vinar, Bill Lewis, Lilia Belyavskaya, Matilda Mendelson, Irene Lazarus, Barbara Massover, Ray Markowitz, Michael J. Hoffman, Seymour Wall, Rita Lowenstein, Daniel Schaum, Ruth Leifer, Adele Zimmerman, Daniel Rosenthal, Reva Stavis, George Handler, Sidney Sachs, Audrey Bloch, Solomon Mark, William Prechep, Ray Handler. Anyone who would like to add a name to this memorial list? May their memories be for blessing.
Please write for Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'yalma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayei chon u'v'mei chon u'v'chayei l'kol beit Yisrael, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעולם ועולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו. לעילם בין כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן ואמרה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום הרב מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. Please be seated.
Be seated. Just a few announcements. Good Shabbos to all. I'd like to especially thank our lovely wives for lighting the candles. I would like to thank also Barbara Orwick, who has been filling in very nicely when needed this summer. Thank you again. Our technical crew. And last but not least, Steve, whom we worked together a few years ago. Nice to be back working with you again.
The feeling is mutual.
All right.
And thank you to Tom Landau. All right. We will close with the singing of Adon Olam. And right after that, stick around. We will have a Birkat Kohanim.
בטרם כל יציר נברא ועת נשא וחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה והוא אחד ואין שני לעם שלו להכפרה בלי ראשית בלי תכלית ולא העוז והמשרה והוא אלי וחי גואלי וצורכב לי בעת צרה והוא ניסי ומנוס לי מינת קוזי ביום יקרא בידו אקיד רוחי בעת ישן ואירה ועם רוחי כביאתי אדוני לי ולא יברכך אדוני וישמרך.
May God bless you and keep you.
יאר אדוני פניו אליך וקונך.
May God's light shine upon you and may God be gracious to you.
יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום שלום.
May you feel God's presence within you always, and may you find peace. Shabbat Shalom.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom.